Hey everybody, Weem here. Welcome back to Timber and Stone, episode 16. Days have gone by. If you actually look top left, we're at day 29. Last time we were in here, we were day 25 or something. I think it's been, somewhere around 4 days. And you can see that I've got some more stuff going on. So basically, I was playing last night for a while and just didn't feel up to recording, but I wanted to kind of progress things. I was having a lot of fun, just kind of setting things up and trying to get the food going. You can see we've got a lot of food, a lot of stone too, and kept really everything internal here. Kind of, we talked about turtling up a bit last time, or maybe not doing that, but I ended up putting people to tasks in here and kind of stuck around, trying to get a lot of things done in here. So one of the things though, well actually there was a lot of things that happened during these last number of days, and so I'm going to go over all of those, but let me start with one of those, one of the kind of bigger, most important things. We had a number of goblins attack us. I had a couple on each side. I think it was about 4, but they had shields and stuff, and it was pretty gnarly. I almost died, in fact. Excel, Joe, and Gerard I had very low. They were very close to death, but fortunately I was able to pull in Jay, Raven, Connor, and Porthos into the mix to help out. Now Porthos, that's a new name, right? So we did have some new people join us as well. So we do have Axel has joined us, as well as Porthos I just mentioned, and Lalm. Those are the 3 new people in here. If I bring up the list, you can see we've got 14 people in here currently, and yeah, we got a good group going. So there's been plenty going on. I also added some more in here. Obviously you can see the walls around. I just wanted to do the outer kind of lower wall here, and a little bit of the floor just to see what that looks like. You can see I threw stairs in there. I've got a lot more of the storage stuff down here. I moved a bunch of that down. And even pulled some of it that was up here. Not all of it. I left the wood stacks, but the toolbox and miscellaneous stuff, I pulled those and moved them down here. Again, the goal was to get everything down here, but I still wanted this open so I could see everything while I place storage in there. I will cover this up and probably move a lot of the workshops into this area so that they're kind of directly above resources, but this was the start. I've also got the farm extended here a bit, a couple more people farming, trying to get that food going. Again, you can see 821, we're doing pretty good, especially for having more people. Let me drop the floor down here a bit though, lower the terrain. One more, because you can see I've been doing some strip mining. I've been doing these kind of rows in there and looking for material in between and kind of popping holes through if I find some. You can see down here in the bottom, a couple pieces over here missing, scooped up, whether it was coal or iron or things like that. Another part of the mining stuff that's been going on is we did get Shirley to 10. In fact, she just went to 11 not too long ago. So I was able to mine up the iron. You can see there's some iron in here to get. Again, we can't get what's off the floor. That's part of the bedrock, essentially. But I've been pulling up gold and iron and everything, which is pretty good. We can't yet work with that, but we are getting close. Now, the cool thing is we were working on Raven, getting Raven going for being the blacksmith, and he's got up to 4 at this point. So just trying to gather some more materials and get him working on some new things. I did have these set to be upgraded. Upgrade storage. So those are set to be upgraded at this point, but I thought that it was telling me before. There we go, if I mouse over here. So level 3 blacksmith, 2 bars. So we can upgrade those because we do have 6 bars at this point. Let me get him on that. Get Raven switch to blacksmith. I've been trying to give him tasks to get him up to 5. Once we get to 5, let me bring up the resources here. You can see we just a level 6 for the iron bars, and I think if I go down here, let's take a look. The short sword, that requires 5, so I do want to get some of those going as soon as he hits 5. If we get him to 6, then we can have him start doing the next level of bars. So anything I can do, whether it's upgrades or just crafting some copper to try to get that skill up, that's what I'm going for right now. So let's see, I think that's about it. Trying to look through all of this. I think I had mentioned before that I was moving Raven off by request to some other, whether it was mining or anything. I can't remember if I mentioned that in the last episode or not, but anyway, I had a request from Raven. I thought I would look into it and started working on that, but it turns out that Raven was willing to go to the blacksmithing, and so we got him switched back to that. So definitely trying to Definitely trying to get him progressed there, have him be our blacksmith expert. Of course, what that does is it does make me worry a little bit. It would be almost the same if I look at Shirley, for example. I'm going to want to put some of these people in less risky situations. If I lost Shirley, Joe is the next best miner, and we have to get him 2 more levels to get the iron and the gold. So it kind of is a big setback. So I get a little bit concerned for some of those positions to be putting them in danger. But anyway, we'll keep an eye on that and take that into consideration as we go. Okay, you can see we got the trader coming in. So I've got Joe moving into position. He's got his trader costume on. So we'll see what we can get out of this. I do have a couple new things set to buy, a couple things set to sell. You can see I have 10, at least last I looked, 10 knives down there in our list. And that's because they required the blacksmith. So we were trying to train up Raven. So I did set those to sell to get rid of those guys because, well, we just don't need 10 knives. So let's see, he's willing to buy flax fiber for 5 coin. That's actually not bad because we have so much of it. Let's go ahead and take that. We'll go ahead and take that money. Had the wood choppers clearing out the wood internally in here. I stopped all chopping of trees outside the walls for now. Willing to buy 6 knives for 6 coin. Yep, I mean, that's what we put them up for sale for, so that's good. I'd like to buy some seeds so I can plant some more trees. I keep getting one here and there, but I'd love to buy a big chunk of them and then get a good, like a tree farm going in here. That would be awesome, because wood is just not something that I end up having a lot of. Okay, he wants to buy half the cotton again. I think we'll go ahead and do that. We're not getting through that right now. We'll take that money. What's that going to put us at now? Let's see before his next thing here. We got 67 gold here. Willing to sell 5 ingots for 60 coin. I'm not going to do that because I can actually make a good chunk of these right now. I think last I looked I have 107 iron. We may have more than that now at this point. So nope, we're not going to buy those. Really need to be making my own stuff. We got to get Raven leveled up here though. Alright, what else? You gonna sell me some seeds? I'd love to get some trees planted. Oh, look at that. Sweet. Sell 22 for 44 coin. That's a big chunk of coin. So do I want to essentially buy that much wood? Oh, I don't necessarily need that much. I didn't know it was going to be that spendy. Man, part of me is like, well, I can be making gold coins at some point, but I think you have to have a pretty high level blacksmith, 8. And it's taken us some time to get Raven to 5 here, and he's a quick learner. So that could be a while before we can start doing that. Oh, the debate. I really want to keep the wood chopping internal, though, into here. I've really been wanting these seeds, and I haven't been sending out foragers or anybody like that that can potentially get those. I think you can get them from chopping down trees, too, so it'd be nice if you could change this quantity and say, hey, how about 11? Why don't I buy, like, half? But what we had been saving money for was typically food, and right now we're doing really good with food. That's been going up pretty well, and I don't really have any strong need for anything else. I suppose copper might be nice, because it would give us something to work with. I'm always so back and forth. Let's hold off. As much as I want to do trees, I really do want the copper. I've kind of talked myself out of that, because we're not really finding a ton of that right now. We need to get Raven leveled up. Of course, that said, we only need him to get 1 more level. There, well, so we only sell 15 ingots for 60 coin. I was really hoping for the raw resource of it, though. I think I do have that set to buy. I guess that's something I should double check. I do have that copper ore. What are the odds they'll actually try to sell me that? If I use this, I have to basically burn it on things like knives, or it doesn't have to be knives. I made those extra knives, but I could be using that for other things. Let's decline that. Let's see what else is going on here. As people pace around aimlessly. We have Calamity over here. A shear? No. Calamity and Axel hanging out here. You see there's no trees, no more trees set to cut here, so I was kind of wondering. Alright, that was that. That's fine. That was not a very successful exchange there. But that's okay. Let's scroll down to Axel. Axel set to wood chopping. I think we could set him to... Let's set him to farming for now. So one of the things that we really need to do, because we've been turtled up for a while trying to kind of get some things going, the food was a big one. and fortunately we really got that going. I do need to get out there and kind of clear some areas. So I had the terrain lowered, and I actually thought they fixed this. If you lower the terrain down far enough, you'll see that it kind of clips the mountains, and it makes it very easy to see what's out here. So I actually thought I had read that this was resolved, but you can see there's a lot of dead skeletons out here, a lot of dead spiders. Something's been killing things out here. It could be wolves. But I had noticed that there were skeletons around as well. I didn't see a necromancer. I'm not trying to like cheat or anything. I don't know that this is cheating. I'm not necessarily trying to like warn myself. We know it's dangerous out there. But what it made me think was that there are a number of things out there, and particularly the skeleton bodies. And I have just been informed in the comments that one of the things that the necromancer does when he wanders around is he picks up the bodies. He basically raises them. So there's a lot of skeletons out there that can be raised. Now obviously the answer to that is to send the forager out there and dispose of the bodies. The problem is that it's dangerous to do that. It's dangerous to go alone. So I would have to put together some infantry, for example, and maybe an archer or two. But then there's the whole matter of kind of controlling them and getting them all to kind of go together. So I think what that's going to involve is setting a guard station essentially out somewhere, move them out to that position, fight if they need to on the way, and then reassess. Are they hurt? Bring them back. If they're not and haven't found anything, set a new point and walk out there. And maybe just try to walk all the way out to these far corners where I'm just completely blind to what's going on out there, and just kind of clear things up. I think that's going to be the goal for at least the next day or two, to try and clean things up a bit out there. Alrighty, I had to clear a couple guard positions to get people to want to come out here. If I select this, you'll actually see the ground there. I've selected that. Not too far, mostly just a test run to see if I can get them out there. I do have 3 people out here right now. We've got Excel, Joe, and Gerard, our infantrymen, and then I've got Weem and Ender out here with their bows. So let's go ahead and try this out. So we've got them there. What we're going to do is we're going to kind of move over to here, somewhere in this area. I'm going to set another guard position and just kind of click around in here. And then I think I can just kind of go over here and remove this position. I think actually you have to individually remove these. It looks like you have to individually click these. And then I believe they should go wandering off. Wait, not that way. Where are you going? What the heck are you guys doing? They just scattered. Is there an enemy? Like, what is happening right now? Somebody just spotted one. We have Axel spotting this guy out in the corner. So we have guys almost out there, but I don't know what is going on right now. Where are you going, Weem? Gathering. Oh, he's hungry. Oh, this is not going to work well. They're going to get all split up. Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to get Axel and probably run him back to these guys a bit and see if I can corral the cats here. So I got everybody back to the base and trying to relax during the night, but we do have dawn approaching and a visitor at the door. We actually had a skeleton earlier, but had Weem and Ender up here and they shot him down. Now we have a goblin archer, and I have a feeling there could be more. I did see some kind of flashing in numbers out here, and this skeleton died. So it may have been this goblin, or it could have been more goblins. I don't see any along the walls. You'll also see I dug these trenches out. That was recommended to me. A few of you had mentioned doing the walls out there. One of you, I'm sorry, I forgot who, mentioned that you could also dig these holes so that they have to come out away from the wall to come in, and that's worked out pretty well. So anyway, I've got Weem and Ender set as archers again. I've got their guard position set up there, and let's see if we can get them up there. I don't know why Weem stopped. It says Weem is attacking Goblin. You're not doing it through the door. Get up your position. And I'm not sure where Ender went, actually. Let's, since it paused it anyway, let's jump to Ender. Ah, he's sleeping because he's hurt. So we did have everybody trying to rest since they were injured. That's fine. We may be able to take care of this. Let's see how this goes. You got him there or what? Whoa, hold on. Oh man, that is awesome. Watch it, Gerard. You doing okay? Alright. That was so funny. We're just getting ready to draw, and Gerard doesn't even, he's not even set his infantry. He's like, dude, this is taking way too long. Let me just step out, cut these guys down. Oh, that was too awesome. I'm trying to be careful and strategic, and Gerard's having none of it. Okay, it looks like we actually have another goblin on the other side. Shirley just spotted. You can see this guy's got sword and shield out. These guys were pretty gnarly before, so yeah, this could be a bit rough. Axel's out, but it looks like everybody else is back in play. So the guard positions I had set up over here were archery only. I'm wondering if I should move them. With this guy coming in, we could get more, but I don't know what side. This guy's here, but maybe 2 more come from the other side. So I think what we'll do is we're just going to set some people to infantry here. We're going to get Joe in the mix. We're going to activate the assets. Get Gerard in here. And let's see, I think it was Excel. Excel's back up, so we'll switch Excel in there. And then we'll go ahead and get some military guard positions down. I know we can just do one of these as well. Whew, see, they're everywhere. This guy's got the shield. He's got, I guess that's an axe. Hard to see from this angle. Yeah, it's an axe or a really large key. So I don't think I'm going to get to the door in time to prevent them from knocking that down, but I'm going to get Weem out here just in case. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, he's bashing away on the door. I think that's going to pop open. Oh, who's this, Connor? Okay, I was going to say, we'll keep an eye on Connor, and we'll keep an eye on his life and pull him back if need be, but it looks like we did need to. So anyway, this has been a pretty eventful day. We went out and took care of some skeletons that were out there. Definitely not as many as I wanted. There's a good chunk out there, but I think we took out 3 or 4 way out there originally. Took care of a bit of a goblin threat in here. So hopefully that clears that up a bit. I may have to put some kind of group together to go storm around the place like I wanted to do earlier and clear things up, because this is starting to get pretty hairy again.